welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have, my hair's a hot mess, sorry about that. Today I have this Diwali inspired makeup tutorial. I have the Bollywood jewellery going on. I don't have an outfit on, I just have a jewellery that I've bought, but I love it. I think it's beautiful and I think this look goes really nicely with it. I just wanted to make something that was wearable for you guys that are celebrating Diwali, but it's also just a glam look in itself as well. I absolutely love it. I love the glitter. I love everything about it. So if you guys want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm super bummed up. I'm not well. I don't know why I'm filming it. I'm filming because this video, just filming this video, I'm going to be real with you, would make me feel better. I feel like I've been stuck in bed for the last 2 days and I'm just itching to film some content for you guys. But what I need to do, because I am super bummed up, and yes, I have blown my nose a million times, I'm just going to spray myself with a little bit of the Tarte Rainforest on the Sea, just to kind of help me feel a little bit fresh. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I just want to prime my eyelids and just highlight my brow bone. I like to do this with a concealer, and the one that I'm going to be using today is the Kevyn SX10. I'm going to pop this all over the brow bone and then pop it onto the lid and then blend this bad boy out using a damp beauty blender. This is just going to prime our lids for the eyeshadow. I don't actually set my lids before I put eyeshadow on now, so I like my concealer to be quite thick and creamy, and I like it just to block out pigmentation on my lids. Now I know and I'm aware that the Kevyn Sensual Skin Enhancer is stupidly expensive. Like, it is very, very expensive. I bought it with my own money, but I would recommend it because you need the tiniest amount. This part has lasted me so long, probably about 2 years, and honestly there is so much coverage to it that if you want just a heavy concealer, just not a lot of product but really super coverage, this one is perfect. I don't really tend to put it underneath my eyes because it can tend to crease because it's very creamy, but just for priming the lids, I use it every single day and I love it. What I'd also recommend is come down with your concealer further than you think, because we are going to be smoking the shadow out and I want it all to be primed. I don't want it to go on bare skin, so I do take it all the way down, and then we'll be fixing all of that up afterwards anyway. Next, I'm going to go with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown, as per usual. What is new? I'm going to take an angle brush and I'm just going to fill in my brows. I really like the shape of my brows, but I like them just to be a tiny bit extended and that tiny bit thicker, so that's what I will always go to do in photographs as well, especially when you've got lighting on your brows. My brows can tend to look fluffy, so I don't mind going darker with them. So I'm just going to take an angle brush and just fill in both my brows. Once the brows are on, I'm going to set them in place with the Benefit. This is the Gimme Brow in the shade number 3, and I'm just going to run this spoolie through my brows just to set them in place, just to make sure that they don't go anywhere, they're not going to fly off. And then add a little bit of texture as well, just to give them an extra bit of bushiness. Now that the brows are down, let's go in to eyeshadow. I'm going to be using this Lottie London Times xthyle Living My Best Life. It's 14-piece eyeshadow palette. I love Twee. I think she's absolutely amazing, and when I saw this in Superdrug I was like, I just need to support her. The palette is also bomb and it's affordable. It's £9, so you guys can catch it there. I'm going to use all of these brown shades, but the one that's really screaming to me right now is this one called Chickaterian. So I'm going to start off with this shade. I'm just going to take a BH Cosmetics, this is just a number 7 fluffy brush. Taking this shade, I'm going to pop it on into my crease and then take this shade up to my brow bone as well. So when I do a smoky look and I want it to be fully smoked out, I like to come in to these inner corners right here, and then I'll contour or bronze down the nose, and I like to go all the way out up to here as well. Now I'm going to take the darker shade. This one's called Hey Guys, and I can hear Twee say this a lot in her videos, but I'm going to take this shade because it's a little bit darker. It's more of a chocolate brown. I'm going to take a smaller blending brush now and just pop this right into the crease. I don't want to take this too high near to the brow bone. I literally just want to pop it onto the crease. We can have a little bit on the lid because we are going to put a darker shade on the lid and it's not going to matter. But just don't try and take it higher than the crease. Now I want a slightly cooler tone. I feel like this is a little bit too warm, so I'm going to go into the Melt Cosmetics Rust Stack. I love this Rust Stack. And I'm going to take the shade Rot right here. I'm going to take it on the same brush, and again just pop it onto my crease, but now more onto the lid, just to create a little bit of depth, and we want a little bit of darkness coming through before we start putting in the glitters. You just want to make sure with each colour you're coming out like this. If you start going downwards and create a circle, you're not going to get that kind of wing effect. Okay, now that all my colours are nicely blended, it's time for the fun stuff. I'm going to be using this Revolution. I don't know what this is called. Like, I believe it's just their eyeshadow, but it's their wet eyeshadow that you can put on the solution, the primer. This one is in the shade Retreat, and it comes up like a really sort of glittery kind of shade. This is perfect, I feel like, for my outfit, and it'll go really nicely with my earrings because it's got the glitter in it. But I am also going to be adding a little bit more glitter. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet this with the primer that it comes with, and then I'll just swipe this over the lid area. Do not take it further than the crease. Just pop it onto your lid and then just blend it out a little bit, just up to the crease. Now this is a product that I honestly love. Like, it's £5. It's in Superdrug, Makeup Revolution. I need to get all the colours. I only have this one, but I know Stila do something similar, and this is literally £5. But bomb. Because it's Diwali and we want to be a little bit extra, I'm now going to go into some glitters. Now, I was sent some glitters through my PR box, and these are from a brand called Empress Me, and they sent me so many beautiful glitters. I've got a gold one, and then I've got a brown one, and I've also got a copper one. But today I'm going to mix the gold and the brown together. These ones are called Mustard and Desert Dupe. I'm going to use Crayon's makeup blend and a fluffy brush, just dip into both of these bad boys, and then I'm just going to pop this glitter over the top of the lid to make this look extra sparkly. I feel like when Diwali comes around, glitter is just a must. It just adds a little bit extra, a little bit something when the light hits it, and it goes really nicely with Bollywood jewellery as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a wipe, and I'm just going to clean underneath my eye and kind of just angle up towards my brow to create a kind of wing shape. Now, I never feel like my eyeshadow looks ever come together if I haven't got a base on. So we are just going to go ahead, and I am going to start off just with primer because I need to start getting this eye together. I'm going to be using the Becca Backlight Primer Filter. I love this so much. It's like an luminous primer and kind of shines through, makes your skin look really dewy. So I'm just going to take a couple of squirts of this and pop this all over the face and neck area. For foundation, I'm going to be taking the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in the shade Tan Sand. I've been loving this foundation on my brighter areas of my skin, not so much the darker areas that are pigmented. I'll use a different foundation for that. But I really like this because it just makes my skin look really flawless, and it feels like nothing. It is the water foundation, so it just feels so silky smooth on my skin and makes it look really nice. So I'm just going to pop this onto my face. Now, being of a brown skin, I do have pigmentation and it's a little bit dark around the outskirts, so I'm going to take my MAC Face and Body in the shade C6. I love this. I'm just going to take it on a damp beauty blender and then just bounce that beauty blender all around the outskirts of my face and down my neck and chest area, just to make everything kind of blend in one. Now I'm going to move on to concealer. For you guys that have been with me for a while, you know that I have an obsession with concealer, and I've just come across this one. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I believe it's new. I'm in the shade Warm Sand. Love this concealer. It's such super high coverage, and I like that in a concealer. So I'm going to pop this bad boy just underneath my eyes and a little bit around my mouth area as well, just so I can cover this pigmentation. I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty blender just to make everything look really flawless. Do you guys ever find a product and you're like, where have you been all my life? Like, I love concealers. Where have you been? I feel like that about this Too Faced concealer. I've had that Too Faced, well, before I bought this one, I'd never had a Too Faced concealer, but I'd heard that they were really good. And she told me that this one was super coverage, other than the other one that they've got, which is like the Born This Way, just the normal one. And I'm in love. Like, I like this. I want to get like a highlight colour, I want to get a contour colour, I want to get them all. Now let's do a tiny bit of highlighting, but before we move back to the eyes, I'm going to be using the Nip and Fab concealer. This is in the shade 02. I'm going to be popping this on the usual places that I would highlight. So that will be down the centre of my face and underneath my eyes. This is just to solely brighten, and I want quite a bright under eye with this look because I want to really smoke it out at the bottom. Now my highlight's on. I know I look a little bit scary and cray, but I'm going to do something that I never do. I've been doing it recently and I feel like I have a love-hate relationship with it. It is baking. I hate powder, but then I love powder, and sometimes it just makes my under eyes look amazing and incredible. But what I've been loving is actually the Airspun Loose Face Powder. I picked this one up when I went to my recent trip to New York. This is the translucent extra coverage one, and I've been loving this. So I'm just going to take this kind of flat fluffy brush, take a load of the Airspun and just pack it on underneath my under eyes whilst that concealer is still wet, and then just let that bad boy bake underneath my eyes. Now the reason why I think I have a love-hate relationship with baking is because I honestly don't know when to stop. Sometimes there's like a fine line, isn't there? I'll brush that bake off and then it'll get all crumbly or it'll look dry. And I don't know how to set just with a little bit of powder. If I'm going to do it, I want it to look like I've really baked, and I want to know and really inhale that powder in, you know. And I think that's where that's where I must struggle. So I'm just going to let that sit there and do its thing, and we're going to move on to a little bit of bronzing before we move back to the eyes. I'm a little bit everywhere when I do my face. I'm just showing you guys the real me. This is what I would do. So before I move back to the eyes, let's go into bronzer. I'm going to be using the MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, and I'm just going to bronze around the outskirts of the face. I do want quite a bronzy look. I love me some bronzer, and I love this shade because it's got that orangey tone to it. So I'm just going to take this kind of fluffy but dense brush and bronze up the whole of my face. I'm also going to go back in and take a little bit of this bronzer on a smaller brush, and I'm just going to bronze down the sides of my nose just to kind of tie that tan look all in and take it up into the crease of my eye as well. I'm just going to go in and brush away this bake now, and this is always nerve-wracking for me. Okay, so because the skin is looking a little bit scaly, a tiny bit scaly for my liking, I'm just going to spray a bit of this Tarte spray. Well, I mean, it wasn't a bit, it was quite a lot. Now I feel a little bit more alive. Let's go back into that Tweedy palette. I'm going to take a Chickaterian again, then take a little bit of Hey Guys and smoke that underneath my lower lash line. For more of a sultry feline look, let's just line our waterline. I'm going to be using Ardell's. This is the One Gel Lucky Gel Liner, just in the shade black. It's a really nice, soft black, really jet black liner. So I'm just going to pop this in my waterline. Let's just tightline as well whilst we're here. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Iconic London. This is their Chrome Flash Eye Part in Cosmic, and I really like this for an inner corner. If you want an inner corner highlight but it's like bam, like Jade Pierce inner corner highlight, then this is the bad boy that you really want. You want to be careful with it because it is kind of like jelly-like, but you can see just how powerful and strong that is and beaming it is. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of this and just pop this into my inner corners and then spread that out a little bit onto the lid. I feel like that works better if you spread it out onto the lid and onto the lower lash line. It kind of has more of that sultry look about it, and it is a little bit more extra that way as well. So I'm just going to add this. Now the good thing about this jelly eye part is that my eyes tend to water, so I love it in a corner highlight, I love the way it looks, but halfway through the day, my eyes start streaming and I'm itching a little bit. The good thing about this is it doesn't budge at all. So if you want it in a corner highlighter that isn't a shadow, and I love shadows, but they just kind of like rub off, this one isn't going to do that. It's not going anywhere. Once it's set, it's set. So that's why I like this one as an inner corner highlight. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this eye pot cream, just a little bit because it is a cream, and we're going to pop it on to our brow bones just to add that added bit of highlight. Once that's done, once I'm happy with the eyes, I'm just going to add a little bit of mascara. I'm just using the Iconic London, and I'm just going to cover my lashes with this because we are going to be applying some false lashes. For lashes, I'm going to go in with, of course, the Huda Beauties. There's just something so nice about a fresh pair of lashes. These are the Hudas in Scareltt. They are my favourite. I love them. They are similar to House of Lashes, but bigger. And if I'm honest, a long time ago, I've reviewed Huda lashes, and I was like, they're just too big. I won't wear them out. But actually, I absolutely love them, and I started wearing them a lot. So I'm going to be popping on these Scarletts onto my eyes to complete the eye look. I just love these lashes. They do everything. They do everything for a look. They do hide the glitter a little bit, but I don't mind that because I love them. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of mascara onto my lower lashes as well. Now that that's done, let's add a little bit of Obsession's Dedicated palette as highlighter. I'm going to take the shades. I'm going to take all of the shades, mix them all together, and I'm just going to use them as a highlighter. Now let's move on to lips. This is the final stage. I'm going to be using the Bite Lip Pencil. This is in the shade Glace, I believe, the matte lip crayon, and I'm going to pop this, line my lips with it, but pop it all over the lip as well, just like you would a lipstick. Now that this colour's on, you could leave it like this. It's kind of like that rosy nude pink, but I want to make it a little bit more nude, so I'm going to use MAC's lip gloss in see-through, and I'm just going to pop this over the top. And then last but not least, I am just going to spray myself with a little bit of Tarte's Rainforest of the Sea Facial Mist. Okay guys, so that is it for my Diwali makeup tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed the look. I love it. I know it's bronzy and it's earthy and it's nude. All the tones that I love, but I feel like it goes so nicely with the jewellery, with the chunni. And I hope you guys are going to have an amazing Diwali. Let me know down below if you want to see another Diwali tutorial, because I'd love to get another one out for you guys that is completely different. And I feel like this look will go with a lot of your outfits, even if you are wearing colour and you don't necessarily want to incorporate the colour into your look. I feel like this is just a very glam look in itself, and doesn't need to be worn for Diwali. So let me know. I am rambling now, sorry guys. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Hit the subscribe button down below, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and leave me all your comments down below because I do read them all. And that is it. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in the next video.